How do you create a winning proposal for your commercial cleaning business? Guys, welcome back. I'm Rick Brown from Clean Launch, and I built my own multi-seven-figure cleaning business. So you're learning from someone who's already done it. So how do you create a winning proposal that helped me close millions of dollars worth of commercial cleaning contracts? And I know there's a lot of templates out there in the internet, and trust me, I got mine the same way. But after coming across 20 different proposals, looking at my competition, I realized that most proposals are either too short or too long. If they're too long, clients are going to get scared off because it's going to have too much lawyer language, and clients don't really want to read a 20-page document for cleaning services. And the opposite is the same. If your proposal is only 1 or 2 pages, it doesn't tell the client why they should pick you. What is the scope of work? So you need to meet in the middle. Something simple, but also looks very professional. So let's go over this proposal together. The first page is gonna have your contact info and the client's contact info. So you wanna have your address, your company name, your phone number, your email, your website, your logo. And on the top, you want to have the client's address, company name, and phone number and contact details. On the second page, we tell the client what we're going to do before we start, during the start, and after we start, so they can understand what it looks like getting started. And if you guys want to read this in detail, just pause the video. But if you stick to the end, I'm going to tell you exactly where you can download this proposal template. And the other thing you want to mention on the second page is a little bit about your company, how long you've been in business for. Now let's go to the third page. We're telling the client a little bit about the service, and then we're going to talk about the frequency and cost structure. So if there was a contract that's twice a week, 2 hours per visit, we'll provide cleaning services twice a week for estimated 2 hours to 2.5 hours, and we will invoice $1,000 every 4 weeks. So for every client, you're gonna use the same proposal, and you're simply gonna make a few adjustments. Just change the cost structure, the scheduling, the estimated hours, and the contact details. Once you guys build this stuff, you simply just rinse and repeat. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. And then we tell the client that we provide the supplies, equipment, labor, supervision, management. So we will basically take care of all the client's cleaning needs. And then we're gonna tell the client the scheduling. So we're gonna go there after hours, twice a week, so Wednesdays, weekends, as long as it's clean, before the next working day. The other thing we have to mention is that we have the right to access the client's property, just some terms. And then you're gonna write down the invoicing terms. So you're gonna invoice the client either monthly or every 4 weeks. And if you invoice them every 4 weeks, you get to invoice them 13 times a year. And when it comes to big commercial cleaning contracts, the standard is net 30. And net 30 means that the client has 30 days to pay you after the invoice was submitted. And I know there's a lot of people out there saying that you can get paid up front, and you can do that, but those are for residential clients and small contracts. But when it comes to big commercial cleaning contracts, the standard is net 30, and it's your business. You can have whatever terms you want, but you need to understand if you don't have net 30, that may affect your closing rate. And this is why it's very important to work with an expert, so you guys don't have to make these costly mistakes. So if that's you and you want to work one-on-one, click below and we'll go from there. But let's go back to the proposal. And the other tip, make sure you guys get paid with a direct wire transfer, EFT or ACH. Because when you guys are getting paid via checks, it takes several days to clear. You have to wait for it in the mail. It's harder to track. And if you guys take cards from the invoice, there's a 2.9% processing fee. So for big commercial contracts, I simply like to get a direct wire transfer. It's instant and just a lot better. The other part in the proposal is supervision and security practices. So we want to tell the client that we take security very serious. If there's anyone knocking, do not let them in, making sure the alarm is set up properly, the doors are properly locked, double checked. And this alone, I didn't mention this to a client, and it costed me hundreds of thousands of dollars because I went to a walkthrough, everything went well, but just because I didn't mention security practices, they went with someone else who mentioned those things. And just like that, that cost me a $3,000 contract per month. So that mistake alone cost me $40,000 every single year. So you guys need to understand, if you believe in yourself, if you stay committed, you put in the work, you keep improving, you will make it. But when you simply work with an expert who's already done it, you get to learn from someone who's been there, done that for 5 years. So you don't have to make these costly mistakes. And the other thing you want to mention in the proposal is the communication. So you want to tell the client you'll get back to them the same day, so the client knows that you'll respond to them right away. But yeah, let's quickly go over the other terms. So eco-friendly products, we have general liability insurance, our philosophy, capacity of independent contractors, saying that the client cannot hire employees from you. So this is a way to prevent your employees from taking your contracts, or the client taking your employee so they can hire them for a cheaper rate. So don't worry about your cleaners or subcontractors from taking your contracts. That doesn't usually happen, so don't worry about that. The other part of the proposal is the confidentiality terms, just telling the client that their info remains confidential. And then we're going to tell the client why they should pick you. Eco-friendly products, quick communication, the first initial deep cleans on you, and just basically all the winning terms. The next section of the proposal goes over the scope of work. So you guys can pause the video and read each part of this proposal. And lastly, we go to the last page where the client's gonna sign, enter their info, the starting date, and basically once the client moves forward and they wanna work with you, they simply have to sign this last page. And you can either get it signed with a PDF, or you can use like a DocuSign so they can sign it virtually. And you also want to attach your references, your insurance certificate, your workers' comp, some references, and then make sure you follow up with the client. So guys, thank you so much for watching. If you found this video valuable, make sure to comment below, like this video, and again, if you want to work one-on-one, to have a mentor by your side, to add those lead systems, to have cleaners on standby, to learn from mistakes that cost me millions of dollars. And simply put it this way, if you work with an expert who's already done it, you do things a lot faster instead of doing everything alone without proper guidance. So be wise enough to learn from the mistakes of others. And if that's you, go to cleanlaunch.com, watch my free video, and if you want to have me as your mentor, then book a call or message me on my Instagram, Cleaning Launch. Thank you so much for watching. Watch my other videos. Talk soon. Bye.